What's up, you guys? It's your girl Kimara Unique coming at you with another video today. So you guys asked me, how do I make friends as an adult? And let me tell you, it is one of the hardest things I ever had to learn how to do. It's even harder than learning about my credit score or taxes. But making friends as an adult is definitely something that you can do. So I'm going to give you my 5 tips on how to make friends as an adult, and not just make friends, but make lifelong friendships that actually last and have really good quality. So to start off, you have to ask yourself what kind of friend you are. You need to know the ins and outs of yourself, because if you don't know yourself, then you cannot present yourself to anybody else. And you could go out here and you could present yourself in a way that somebody could say, hey, I think that person will be a really good friend. And then later on down the line, you turn out to be someone completely different, and now you two are clashing. Friendships are literally like relationships. You just don't have a lot of intimacy with that person, but friendships are literally a type of relationship. So just like in a relationship, you need to know who you are and how you present yourself to people, and that starts with figuring out what kind of friend you want to be. So are you a friend who has a lot of free time? Are you a friend who likes to talk on the phone? Are you a friend who likes to hang out in person? What kind of things do you like to do? Do you have the time to it? Do you have the time to put into this friendship, to be committed to this friendship? Are you going to go ghost for months and then come back? Is that the kind of friend that you are? And if the other person does that to you, are you okay with that? This also includes knowing your boundaries. So do you take phone calls after 10 o'clock? Can I call you at any time of the night? Can I just pop up at your house without calling? Is your room my room? Am I allowed to just jump in your bed? Or do you want me to sit in the living room and the couch? So knowing your boundaries, knowing your time, knowing your commitment, knowing what you are willing to give within a friendship will definitely help you have more friendships and better friendships as an adult, because then you know what you can offer. You can say, hey, this is what I have to offer and this is what I'm looking for. And then you leave it up to the other person to pick and choose. One of the hardest things that we have when it comes to relationships in our life, any relationship, honestly, is that we feel like if somebody doesn't like what we have to offer, then that invalidates us. And that is not true at all. If somebody doesn't like or cannot handle what you have to offer, that doesn't make you less than, it doesn't make you less worthy of having a friendship. That just simply means that is not the friend for you. And that doesn't mean that that cannot be the friend for you later on in the line. That just means that if you try to pursue this friendship, and this is somebody who needs to be able to call you all day, every day, and you a busy person who can't take phone calls all day, every day, then there's going to be a lack of communication, and you both are going to feel like one end is going to feel like their needs aren't being met, and the other end is going to feel like they're being smothered, and the friendship is just going to fail. So my first tip of figuring out how to have friendships as an adult is to definitely figure out, okay, what kind of friend am I? What kind of friend do I want to be? And what kind of friend can I be right now to people, and show up as that? Tip number 2 on how to have friendships as an adult is have different friends for different reasons. I cannot stress this enough. Do not rely on just one friend group, because when everybody in that one friend group is busy, or you at work and they all go out to eat, somebody gonna feel some kind of way. Not everybody in that friend group is gonna like you when you're changing, when you're growing. So have different friend groups for different reasons. Have your friends that you go out with. Have your friends that you do ratchet stuff with. Have your friends that you eat with, your professional friends. It is so important to have a diversity of friend groups. Now, if your friend groups kind of cross paths and stuff every now and again, that is perfectly fine. But know that you have certain friends for certain reasons. You do not have to tell all of your friends all of your business. Have 1 or 2 friends that you can tell everything to. And even them, you don't have to tell everything to, but you have different friends for different reasons. Knowing where to place people in your life is extremely important. That way, boundaries do not get crossed. They know their place. You know their place. And if they go out of that without your permission, you can say, hold up. Let's backtrack here, because you all up in my business and I don't like that. So, let's reverse. Let's revisit the boundaries of our friendship and let's see where we go. You need to have friends for different reasons. You got to have friends you can cry to, friends you can be mad with, friends who will take care of you, friends who you can call when you need to laugh, friends who can pray with you. You have to have friends for different reasons. It is so important to not just rely on one friend group or have one big friend group, because people change. And as people change and grow for the good or for the bad within that friend group, then the dynamic of the friendship starts to change. And you have different needs, and not one person Not everybody can fit all of your needs. So you need to have different friends for different reasons, for different needs. The third way of making friends as an adult is knowing who is competition and who is a comrade. That is extremely important. You have friends who are jealous of you. You have friends who don't want to see you be great. You have friends who can't accept you when you have your downfall. You have friends who chastise you when you're being open and vulnerable with them about your downfalls. You need to know who is competition and who is a comrade. A comrade is somebody who is in your corner. That's that person when you say, hey, I got this job opportunity, I'm so excited. And they'll say, oh, well, how much is it? Do you think you're going to be able to do that in school? Or are you going to be able to work 2 jobs? No, those are questions that come up later on if you feel like those are concerns. A comrade is a person who is going to say, yes, congratulations, I'm so happy for you. Like, tell me all about it. You know, how do you feel about it? Are you excited? That is a comrade, somebody who is in your corner, willing to support you in your choices no matter what. They're not chastising you. They're not judging you. They're not jealous because you got something that they don't. So you really do need to know the difference between competition and comrade. Competition people, they feel like they have to compete with you. They feel like they have to be better than you. They feel like if their life isn't going well, then they truly cannot be happy for you. Even if they pray for your happiness, if their life isn't well, and they, you know, say smart remarks like, oh, must be nice, or I wish I had that, they're not really happy for you. Because anybody who is happy for you, anybody who is your comrade, does not look at your life and see it as a reflection of their downfalls. They look at your life as your life and they're happy for you no matter what. I have had friends who were able to get brand new cars, apartments when I was homeless. Like, I would have $1.32 in my account, and not once did I ever say, oh my gosh, like, I just wish I had so-and-so's life. No, because what's for me is for me, and vice versa. Like, I have friends who are going through stuff now, and right now I like to say I'm experiencing a season of my up and up. Like, a lot of good things are happening to me, and I know there are certain people, you know, there are certain people in certain friend groups that I can tell all the good things that are happening to me and that I'm planning out. So you really do need to know who is competition and who is a comrade. Tip number 4, that was 8. Tip number 4 of how to, oh, y'all, I am so goofy. So tip number 4 on how to make friends as an adult is vulnerability. Vulnerability and transparency. So being vulnerable means you have had friends who have hurt you, friends who have stolen from you, took money from you, lied to you, said they were going to be there for you, were secretly jealous of you, secretly competing with you. I am talking from personal experience right here, okay? You got friends who tell you business. You got friends who say that the friendship isn't equal. Like, I done been through it. And I got some pretty amazing friends now, you know, and I got some people who I had to let go because, you know, it just wasn't working out on both ends. They cut me off, I cut them off, and it is what it is. But you have to be vulnerable, and vulnerability can be scary because this is you opening yourself up. This is you saying, hey, look, here I am. These are my flaws. I am who I am. I would like for you to accept me. However, on the downside of that, yes, I would like for you to accept me, but I have the confidence that if you do not accept me, then I'm okay. I'm okay with that. You accepting me does not hinder my worth. You not being my friend does not mean that I'm not deserving of friends at all. So being vulnerable is saying, hey, here I am. You know, hey, I'm putting myself out there to have friendships as an adult, even though I've had these friendships that hurt me. Hey, I'm willing to go out here and meet new people. I'm willing to get lunch with this person. I'm willing to hang out with this person. I'm not just going to shut everyone down and automatically reject everybody because I've been rejected. I'm going to go in this with the mindset of I am deserving of friends. I am confident. I can have long-lasting friendships, and I'm going to do this, and I can maintain my friendships as well. And you go in there with that mindset and you're vulnerable. You may even tell them, like, you know, I had some rough times with friends before. I'm working on being a better friend. Please be patient with me. Vulnerability is so important when it comes to having friends as an adult, being transparent and being honest about what you are willing to give, which goes back to tip number 1. You know, what kind of friend are you? You know, knowing yourself, knowing your downfall. So being vulnerable is a huge part of that. Last tip, tip number 5 of having friends as an adult, or making friends as an adult, I would say, is being authentic. Being authentic ties into vulnerability. It ties into tip number 1, knowing yourself. It ties into, competition or comrade. It ties into all of these other tips, having different friends for different things. Like being authentic and just being yourself, you attract the kind of friends that you are. So don't go out here and act like you're the friend who can always be there for everybody. Call me any time of the night, and I'll pick up the phone and I'll answer for you. I have told that to people. And now I tell people, my phone goes on do not disturb at 12. You need to call twice. If you do not call twice after 12, I will not hear my phone. I will not know that you're in trouble. And sometimes my phone goes on do not disturb and I do not answer. It is what it is. If you call me more than 2 times, you probably should have called 911. Like, that's just that. If you call me more than 2 times, you should have called 911, because that means you're in a serious emergency, and I ain't gonna answer the phone no time soon. I'm sleeping. I go to sleep by 10:30, 12 o'clock if I can. So being authentic, just being yourself, not portraying yourself as this person who has a lot of money, or this person who can do all of these things, or bragging about everything that's going in your life. Like, just being authentically. Ooh, sorry, y'all. Fashion Nova texts me. Let me tell you, nobody texts me more than Fashion Nova. Fashion Nova is always sending me a text message. I can always count on Fashion Nova to send me a text message. But yeah, so, just being authentic, being yourself, like knowing who you are, and just, again, saying like, hey, here I am. This is the kind of person I am. I am learning. I am growing. And if you accept me, then great. And if you don't, then that's okay too. I'm a pretty dope person. So I don't know what to tell you. You missed out. But, good for you. I hope you find friends. I'm going to go find some other friends, and we're going to move on with our life. So yes, those are my 5 tips. Oh, why do I keep doing this? Those are my 5 tips for having friendships as an adult. The first tip was, what kind of friend are you? The second tip was to have different friends for different reasons. The third tip was, are you competition or comrade? The fourth tip was being vulnerable. And the fifth tip was being authentically yourself, and know that you are perfect. And as long as you are growing, the proof is in the progress. I don't like to say the proof is in the pudding. First of all, I only really like chocolate pudding sometimes. I don't like any other pudding. But the proof is really in the progress. So, go out there, be free, be happy, make you some friends, some memories, all summer 21, good vibes only. If you stayed all the way to the end of this video, thank you so much for watching my 5 tips on how to make friends as an adult. I hope you check out my other videos, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.